This episode is brought to you by Cologuard. Do you know what's really scary? Not screening for colon cancer when you turn 45. The Cologuard test is non-invasive, requires no special prep or time off work, and ships right to your door. In just 3 simple steps, Cologuard takes the scare out of colon cancer screening. If you're 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about the Cologuard test. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Learn more or request a prescription today at Cologuard.com/screen.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Sunday morning. Calling in now, we have Senator John Fetterman from the great state of Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is a great state. Senator, there's so many things happening in the world, I mean, we're in the middle of a war with Iran. We're trying to get rid of terrorism in the world. How do you feel this Sunday morning? You know,
I became the only Democrat, certainly in the Senate, that's to support the mission of Epic Fury. And now I try to remind your listeners that every single Democrat, every single one, agrees that we can never let Iran acquire a nuclear weapon. And now, when Kamala Harris ran for president just only in 24, she identified Iran as her top international concern. Top, not China, but Iran. And even if you disagree with that, but she identified that. And now here we have a situation where the Trump administration, through Epic Fury, has effectively broken the Iranian nuclear apparatus. You know, why can't we agree that that's a good thing for international security? And there will be fluctuations in oil prices. That should be expected when you start an operation, one of the top world's oil producers. So there will be that flux. But overall, if the administration creates the kinds of outcome that we all agreed wanted and made that our top priority when she ran for president, why can't we support that? At least acknowledge that it's not perfect, but hey, this is a positive development for global security, definitely regional security.
And about paying the people, paying the Coast Guard, paying the TSA workers, why can't we get a vote on that?
I couldn't agree more. And then this constantly puts me at my odds with my caucus again. I'm about to vote. And I can tell you, I will be the only Democrat to vote against that DHS shutdown because exactly the Coast Guard people that you just referenced and the TSA agents I'm going to encounter at the airport, the same people, they all deserve to be paid. If you followed that, just a couple days ago, the Coast Guard, they seized 11 tons of cocaine, kept 11 tons of cocaine off American streets. Those heroes keeping us safe, weren't paid while after, seizing 11 tons of cocaine. That's part of the lunacy. As a Democrat, I want to have some ICE reforms. I discussed them exactly with my friend Senator Mullen about that. And I believe we are going to find a better way forward. But this shutdown has had zero impact on ICE. So why should we punish all these workers and the people that are keeping our nation more secure? That's part of being in the middle of here as you've described, as a common sense Democrat. Why do things and behave in those kinds of tactics that only punishes innocent government workers? We all agree we should pay people for their work.
Senator Fetterman, one item. When you buy a ticket on an airline, you pay $5.40 towards the TSA. Where does that money go, and how come that money, since maybe it should be an escrow someplace to pay the employees?
what it should be is like, don't shut the government down.
Yes.
You know, like we used to be the party to refuse to do these things. You know, we appropriately would criticize Democrats Republicans that they would do that or threaten that. You know, and now here we are again. You know, we are turning our back on our values. So that's wrong. It's wrong if the Republicans did it. It's wrong now as a Democrat. Why am I the only Democrat in the caucus now to say that that's the wrong thing? And we're only punishing. I thought, you know, if we were the party of union workers, we constantly are voting to prevent them from being paid for their work.
Agreed. Thank you so much. I mean, it seems so petty and nonsense, and that everybody should come together because the employees, the Coast Guard should get paid. The TSA should get paid. I mean, I just hope we can put both sides together. But Senator John Fetterman, thank you so much for coming on this Sunday morning, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in person because we've never met yet.
It's a pleasure always. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you.